Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies, and here's your reading for the upcoming week. Now I wanted to let you know that on Saturday the member video is a get ready with me, and I actually did this one before I'm about to do this one, and it shows you what I do, how I get ready, what my process is, how I use my personal deck to see the energies, how I go through everything that I've felt and seen with energy to get direction on where I'm going with this with you. So it's very personal, only if you're interested in, like, you know, more than just the messages, the weekly messages. Some of you are not, you just get to it. That's good. But if you're interested in me and supporting me and seeing more and knowing more, well, there's always that membership video, as low as I think $2.99 a month, and you know, you get a video, an extra video every week. Not about just that, about everything. So the great thing is when you're watching this on Saturday, I have no clue what's coming up in this video, which is dropping before that one, which is always fun. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So thank you, Pisces, for being here. Thank you for watching. These messages are here to empower you, okay? They're not here to take your power away at any point in time. They're here to work on your energies and help you move forward. All right, so we start with the Three of Swords, which is, you know, not the greatest card to start with, but it's the card of seeing the truth in something. So it's kind of like the brutal truth. And let's see what else is coming in. Yeah, there's something that's going to come in it's going to be quite revealing. It has to do with your creativity, okay? It has to do with bringing life to your new ideas, bringing life to the things that you've been working on. And I'm going to tell you what that is. The Three is about how you have been separating yourself from the teamwork. The Three of Pentacles is about being together. The Three of Pentacles for me is a card of spiritual team, okay? And what became quite apparent, if you look at that 3 and 3, okay? And if you watch the member, when you watch the member video, you're going to be blown away. I'm blown away right now. That it's absolutely about teamwork. It's about embracing your creative self, but in a way that you've never done it before. This is about just splitting everything apart, and you need to bring it all together, okay? 3 is usually the card of reconnection, and this is a disconnection. The disconnection wants to be seen. In other words, there has been a disconnect between the physical realm where you are working at making something happen, right? This is when you're sitting down with your mind and, you know, your heart and your goals and your, what do you call that? Your, you know, ambition. Yeah, your ambition, and you're writing it down, and you're of this physical world, right? You're going, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to solely focus on it. And then you have on the flip side the times where you sit down and you meditate and you breathe, right? You take in deep breath and you go, I'm focusing on meditating and talking to my guides and talking and getting reconnected to source. And there's a disconnect here, okay? And what they want you to see right here, that disconnect, is that you can do both together. That's the resource right now that you need to tap into. And you're going, Jane, well, sometimes we're very specific people. When we focus on this, we focus on this. When we focus on this, we focus on that. They want you to practice the art this week. When you are focused on doing something, you're writing it down, you're drafting whatever you are in your life to make it happen. To tap into deep breathing, to tap into your meditation, to tap into your spirit guides. Take a moment, take 5 minutes if you need to while you're doing it. while you're, you know, drafting out all these plans and making this thing, while you're scrolling on your phone and answering emails or setting something up or whatever, to take a moment to reconnect to the breathing. You're not only going to be reconnecting to a source, a resource that's going to help you, you're also going to be reconnecting to your ability, your nurturing side, your creative side, okay? Creativity and everything that you work on, usually the initial thought is very much an intuitive hit. It's a very inspirational thing that comes from, you know, we don't usually name where it comes from. We usually go, I suddenly got this idea, you know, but it comes from a place of a lot of, a lot of the times it's an intuitive hit, you know. It's something that kind of hits us and gets us. All right, so let's see here. The 6. Oh, I'm using a different deck. Okay, I'm using the same deck. Interesting. There she is again. I guess she wanted to be with hers. Let's do it that way. It's okay. I'll just clean up the decks after. Never, ever, ever a mistake here, right? There's never a mistake. So, what is this? This is a card of victory, right? This is a card of, like, recognition, progress, okay? Good marks, successful work, receiving acclaim, okay? It's not your final destination, but it's definitely a checkpoint, a place to go. The 4 of Wands, I feel, is a checkpoint. The 6 of Wands is a checkpoint. It's like a successful stage has been happened. But notice as well that it's a 6, right? And you have another 3 here. So 3 and 3 is 6, 3 and 3 and 3 is 9. And that's, well, that's something we all kind of aspire to get to, but I don't think we're really able to in this time and place, okay? And I mean the physical realm of planet Earth, whatever you want to call it. So we can never do it. It's just that in this incarnation of who we are, very hard to achieve because we're linear, we're very focused, and I do believe, like a lot of the times they say that we've forgotten a lot of what, who and what we are when we come here, because we're kind of just walking around with a single goal, a very physical, very 3D view, right? This week is asking you to reconnect, even if you don't want to give it a name, even if you don't want to say, oh, it's the Holy Spirit or God or Source or whatever, to reconnect with the part of you that inspires you. In other words, to just kind of sit back and go, I'm going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to let creativity and source and light and all of that special magical equation that came in initially to help me with this idea come in. Okay? Give it a space. Give it room. Receive it. Okay? Receive the acclaim. Receive the energy. Receive. It's time to receive. It's going to lead you to the path of victory. Sometimes it'll even give you the time to pause in between, right? Because breathing exercises is a great time to pause. Not only that, to put oxygen back in your body. They're telling me sometimes you're so focused on something you start breathing shallow. Have you ever done that? You're like, I'm writing, or I'm you know, planning. The word drafting keeps coming back up here. It's like drafting a plan for your success. And you get so focused on it that you start, you don't even realize you're doing it. And you're functioning. There's not a problem. But only when do you stop and go, and folks, it only takes about 4 breaths like that to kind of bring a systems back to that. Calm, very oxygenated. It's like helping your system run more optimally, okay? And definitely our human bodies are systems, they're physical systems. And the better they feel, the better they run, the more time you give it to rest, tap into source. You don't want to tap into source? Fine. You can just sit there and go, I'm going to tap into calm and peace. I'm going to watch a calming video, and I'm going to let my mind just wash into the ocean, right? I'm going to take deep breaths. What do you think happens to your nervous system? It does fantastic things, okay? And if you're a brand new subscriber, somebody who doesn't believe so much in all of the, you know, what they call the hoodoo voodoo that we do, right? There's other stuff that comes in during that time, okay? You'll call it a insightful moment of clarity, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. But it's definitely a great way to open up all those gates, that extra resource of tapping into your guides, tapping into source, tapping into all of that stuff, okay? Just by breathing, peaceful, calm, just taking, you know, if you find it too hard to do it, you're going, I can't do it, Jane. It's just too hard. I don't know how to do it. You know, like I don't know how to switch from one to the other. Then literally put it on a calendar. Like put it on your hourly calendar if you want, you know. You know, something that just did with mine. Mine's telling me to go for my 1,000 steps in this hour. But you can have one that tells you take 5 minutes and go have a breathe. You know, breathe, walk, calm video. There's so much stuff. Just set it all up for yourself. And even if you're not, you know, even if you're having a hard time, even if you feel like, oh, you know, I can't do this. This is, it's not working, right? Look, this is your block, okay? Even if there's drama right now, even while you're trying to take that 5 minutes, see, there's 3 out of those 5 minutes, 3 out of the 5. Just not working. You're not finding calm. The breathing's not helping. Nothing. It is. It is. It is. You know why it is? Because you have committed that 5 minutes. You have put it in your mind that you need that 5 minutes to help you kind of rebalance the body. Rebalance the body. And you will help the drama. The drama is not going to help you, but you will have helped the drama, even if it's for 2 simple minutes. Just 2 minutes. Okay? You wanted 5, but you only got 2, but that 2 minutes is going to make a difference. Trust me. You may think at the moment it's not helping. This is the block. These cards are about the block. This is not helping, she said, and I'm not feeling it. You are. Your nervous body got the benefit. Okay? Your mind is trying to make you believe, or bringing in drama, making you feel I'm not doing it, and your heart gets anxious and stuff. This is your mind. Your mind does some, not always some nasty, some great things. You know, you've really got to, I feel like it's a wild horse. You really got to lasso that sucker sometimes. And it takes a while to get that skill. Even I don't have it all the time. But once you start, it gets easier, okay? Hey, try to lasso it for 25% of the time. Eventually you get to 50. And if we ever get to like 75, I think our lives are like awesome. Awesome sauce. All right, so what else did they have to say about this? Yeah, hang time. Hang time is important. Also the card of Pisces, okay? Yeah, it helps us look at our goals and where we want to go next. Okay? So, most definitely, when you're taking this time to hang out in suspension, right? It's self-imposed suspension, though. But it's great. Okay? It's that moment. Even if I'm walking for 1,000 steps, I can just focus on my breathing. I can listen to music or calming music, whatever. You know, if I walk in nature, I'm looking at trees, I am distracting my butt from too much, because focus is great, but it has a very dangerous point of turning into obsession. And that's what I feel they're saying. And that's when it gets dangerous, especially if it's not moving quite as fast as you want it. Those are when those little trickling thoughts come in and start making you feel like you're failing. When you're not. You're always moving forward, okay? That's the other thing that I read about, wait a minute. I just saw that. I just saw that, and I just realized that needs to be part of this too. I was having a discussion with Wayne Dyer, and I have private discussions with him all the time. I know you guys are going, he's passed away. Yep, but his energy is very available for, he is still, what do you call, a mentor. You can get mentoring from Wayne Dyer. Trust me on this, okay? And failure is an illusion. No one fails at anything. Everything you do produces a result, and that's true. Right? Failure is a terrible word. Failure tells you you did not succeed. You didn't do anything. You didn't get there. You may not have gotten exactly where your mind anticipated you going, but you're still producing result. It's not a major catastrophe, okay? Major catastrophe is people losing lives, the earth exploding. That's a major catastrophe, okay? If you are working at something and it's not exactly turning out the way, you're still getting a result. The idea is to go, this is not exactly what I wanted. How do I switch that, or how do I change a direction, or how do I start over? And you're still moving. You're never, ever failing, okay? Keep that in your mind. Get rid of failure as a failure, okay? Because your mind will always bring it back. You're failing at this. You're trying so hard, and you're not moving as fast as you. No. You says you. That would be my favorite thing to start saying to my mind. Says you. Okay, it's not necessarily so. It's what you think. And so when you take time to just leave all of that negative thinking behind, you can stay in that suspended motion and go, okay, now I'm going to focus on stuff that I want. I'm going to focus on my well-being. My shoulder's a little sore, so I'm going to do some stretching to help it. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Let's work on that. And can you feel the lactic acid or whatever going through to help with healing? Can I even bring in my guides to bring in like white light healing to that part of my body? I can feel sometimes some almost like a little like white vibration going on if I really focus on one part. And then deep breath, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Do it 4 or 5 times. My system starts regulating. I start feeling more in the flow of things. We're doing great. So, after you've had that moment of suspension, after you've told your mind, stop it, okay? It brings things back into focus. You come back refreshed. You come back refreshed to look at your goal. And the star is about optimism too. Illumination, optimism, and renewal. Renewal. The Knight of Swords is about speed. He's about like hitting the ground running again. Okay? These 5-10 minutes that you take will probably even help you go faster than you would have if you had just stayed and obsessed. Do you understand? Okay. This is how you fold spiritual and meditation and all of that into your world, okay? Because a lot of people say, well, I can't just focus on something physical and then focus on something spiritual at the same time. They're two very different things. Sometimes they are, except if you're doing writing, which I do. like I do spiritual writing. This is like, I love this. This is like telling me there's always a way to get past there, okay? The other thing that they're saying that you can do to help you out with this, to overcome with the Knight of Wands, with the Ten of Cups, is to focus on the blessings, okay? Gratitude is a surefire way, even when you're working. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful I'm working on this awesome idea. I'm grateful that I'm working on this awesome relationship. I'm grateful that I have all that I have. I'm sitting in an office. I could do this all day. I own my home right now. Even if you don't own your home, it's like I am secure. I have a good spot. I have, security. And if you don't work on getting that, that's for sure, right? I always tell people, you're not secure, make sure you are. Invite people to live with you who will help you, right? Other people crave the same thing you do, just letting you know, right? There's a lot of people out there who crave stability, okay? Yeah. It also helps with the moon, right? It also helps with illusion. When you're thinking of gratitude and everything that you have, it helps you get it out of that state of illusion. It brings everything into real clarity and out of the shadows. Gratitude gets you out of the shadows, into the light, into the fire, into the better spot. You want to turn this moon into intuition, not confusion. Absolutely. And that's what this reading is about. To help you with the confusion of how can I integrate these things together? How can I make that spiritual inspiration, intuition, whatever you want to call it, part of the physical, focused, ambitious, and, realm. As I said, gratitude, number one thing that will help, because it gets you into a mind frame of peace, of happiness, joys, and it produces those physical endorphins, which are true and scientifically proven, for people. I don't know why I'm trying to talk somebody into this. There must be a new viewer here who's not much into this kind of stuff and just doesn't believe in, all I hear is I don't believe in that hoodoo voodoo stuff. And this is weird because for Pisces, we're usually all into this stuff. We're all into this stuff, right? It's not the hoodoo voodoo, but we're very spiritual. It's like nobody needs to convince us that there's more out there. Not usually. But for some reason, maybe it's a cross-watcher. Maybe for some reason here, we need to give it a different name. I feel like I need to give it a different one and a different name. Something that is relevant. There's proof in all of this. Regardless of you believe it or not, there are things in your life that happen. There are moments of brilliance that you can't explain, that it doesn't matter how scientific you get. There's just some stuff that I don't know, it's part of a greater thing. And that's okay. We don't have all the answers. We may never, okay? The thing is that you want to utilize everything that is being offered to you, regardless of if you can prove it on paper or not. If you know that this is helping you, if you know you've had moments of insight where you've felt at the highest of gratitude, right? You feel happy, you feel fulfilled, suddenly the bright idea comes in and you're going, wow, how did that happen? I must have been in the right mindset. Yeah, you must have been in the right energy mindset. Absolutely, right? There's something to be had. And the more that you can put these together, the physical and the energetic feeling better attitude, the more you're going to utilize, and that's very scientific. For me, it's not scientific, it's fact. The more you're going to utilize everything that's there, you're going to function at, like, you know, optimal levels. It's like anything else. It's like if somebody, even if you were a non-believer and somebody told you, look, I know you don't believe in it, but you have these 4 things that you can use, okay? I'm not going to name them, but there's this one, this one, this one, this one. Right now, you're using these 3, but you're not really using this one. If I told you that there was no real explanation, like there was no proof that this existed, but it would be to your greatest advantage to use it, and you've been using it anyway without you knowing, wouldn't you want to tap into this so that you have a more fulfilling and complete experience in what you're trying to achieve? That would be a hell yeah. Okay? And I feel that's what this is. For whoever's here watching, for whoever's trying to understand or grasp the mumbo jumbo that I'm spurting out today. That's what I feel like I'm doing today. But it's okay. It's okay. We're getting there. Okay, so what else does Spirit want you to know? Let's put this out here. I don't know what I'm trying to convince there. But anyway. Okay. So there's something to overcome for sure. But I feel like they're letting you know how to. They're letting you know what to do. Also, that is it really something to overcome? Like Wayne Dyer said, failure is really not a failure. Yeah, you see, you have the 7 of Swords, but it's in reverse. Yeah. So this is going to be really what they're talking about. In the end, you're up on that hill trying to defend yourself for what matters, right? You're trying to persevere through these challenges. You're getting aggressive, you're persevering, and you're going, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But they're here to tell you the only thing who's stealing anything away from you is you. Okay? This is deception. If you look at this, this is all deception. It's confusion. And the confusion is that there's no great force out there working against you, especially when you're working at something and it feels like it's pushing back. The only pushback is you need to connect to something else. You need to take a break. You need to take a break. You need to take a breath. You need to take a meditation moment. You need to take a time for you. You need to de-stress, work that shoulder out or that back out with a little exercise, with a little tai chi, with a little bit of peace and quiet of the mind. Give it a break, give it a rest. You're putting yourself through mental tests that you don't need to be going through right now. And it happens to all of us because we want something so badly that we over-focus on everything that we do. But what you need to do is help yourself. And how do you do that? You tap into that source that you haven't been, which is source, which is guides, which is past loved ones, okay? Which is quiet, which is gratitude, which is meditation, which is breathing. To me, they're all the same. They're all the same. Because during those times of peace and quiet, when you tell the mind, take 5. Take 5. Even like I showed you in the card, sometimes it'll only take 2. But in those times where you're going to be able to have that break, it's going to reset something very important within you. You're going to take a little bit away from the brain, which is right now functioning at probably 70% of capacity over the other energy forms, and bring it down maybe to 50, hopefully 40, hopefully at an equal part in your body, so that the rest can help you function at a more optimum level, letting the heart in, letting the spirituality in, let the inspiration in, let the power in, right? Because we have all these chakras. If you just focus on the mind, not only that, if you only focus on the mind, you're going to get like a neck and shoulder aches. I'm telling you, if you have a neck ache or shoulder ache right now, this video is for you. You have tension way too hard. Way too hard. You need to refocus that energy, okay? Deep breathing, calm videos. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what does it for you. Do it. Dance if you want. Have a little dance party with yourself. I don't care. But use it constructively to help you this week, okay? You want to merge these two power sources together. And why am I being so like, about it? Is because I want you to succeed at whatever you are doing. If you are hitting a snag, even if you're not hitting a snag when you're watching this, you might, okay? Even if it's in 2 months from now that you're watching this video and you're hitting a snag, this is it. You need to rebalance the systems. And one of them is most certainly the inspirational part of you. The part that energy comes in and helps you. The part that has inspired you to begin. Where the haha moment came from. The beautiful space you were in when inspiration hit you. Whatever it was. The lowest point where you got so quiet and so quiet that you're going, I hit rock bottom. But you know what that was? That was a lack of anything. It was an empty space. That empty space allowed something new to come in. Okay? So, we're going deep. We're going deep. It's November. We're going deep. We're really going deep. Great time. It's a great time to do this. You're going to be able to do it. I am positive of it. You can manifest whatever you want. You are actually manifesting everything that you want. This video is to help you do it in a manner that's going to be maybe a little less destructive on the physical body. That's all this is. This is a spiritual help or guidance. This is my guides coming in and going, hey, you've got help. You've got a space that you can come to. You can call it whatever you want. That's going to help reboot you or get you back into a more productive zone. You've been neglecting it. You need to reconnect to it. You need to reconnect. 3, reconnect, teamwork. Teamwork of the chakras, teamwork of the guides, teamwork of all the different energy system, teamwork of the heart, body, and mind. The teamwork, okay? You need to rebalance. This is all this is about this week. So there you go, my beautiful Pisces. I'm going to come back on Tuesday. We're going to see how you're doing. And I am saying this for people who will watch this and start making the changes, right? You're going to start Monday. And you're going to see how that's helping. You're going to see results. And by Tuesday, you're going to see results. And by Tuesday night, when this video drops again, and now they're dropping at 6 p.m. instead of 6:30 because of the daylight saving stuff. So when you watch it, you're going to look at it and go, yes, I've felt the difference. And then Spirit is going to give you more advice, okay, for the rest of the week. And of course, on Thursday, there's the Oracle message. And we're just going to keep going, my beautiful Pisces. We're going to rock it, okay? This channel is about empowering you to be your best self. Not only that, this channel is to help you succeed in not just succeed, because you're going to succeed regardless, because you're a force of nature, Pisces. However, this channel is really designated, or designed, I should say, to help a Pisces who wants you know, tricks and energetic cues on how they can get more help, how to be more optimal with their energy. And I truly feel that every time I drop a video here for you. So if you're interested, please click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Also, leave me a comment, hit the like button for sure before you go. And watch another one if you can, you know, like, or come back. Come back. Be consistent. It's the best gift you can give me. I also have a life path number channel, and also connect to the deck. It's in the bottom. I have memberships. I have all of that. If you're interested, check out the description box. It's got it all in there. Take good care of yourself, Pisces. I will see you on Tuesday with bells on. Bye for now.